Good evening, class. My name is Stephen Ray, and today I'll try to persuade you to believe why V8 engines and all big diesel engines in general need to be outlawed, changed, or at least revised. Here we go. Now, for just a second, I want you to imagine waking up, grasping for air, hyperventilating, not being able to get a breath of fresh air. You struggle. You feel like your life is leaving your body. You now realize what will eventually happen if we don't make a change to how we transport ourselves using these big vehicle engines. Cars, trucks, SUVs, all of these big V8 engines that we love so much emit so much fossil fuels that eventually we'll all be hard to breathe and survive. For instance, in 2013, transportation contributed to more than half of the monoxide and nitrogen oxides, and that's almost a quarter of the hydrocarbons emitted in our air. All these vehicles are powered by fossil fuels, which is a major contribution to air pollution. Transportation emits more than half the nitrogen in the air. Studies have also linked pollutants from vehicle exhaust to adverse impacts on every ecosystem. And that means plant, animals, and most importantly humans, or organs. We all need fresh air. They all work off each other. Without the plants, without the animals, we can't consume, and without consumption, we might die anyways. Now, while the air pollution carries a significant risk to human health and environment, we can make a change through clean vehicle and fuel technologies. We can significantly reduce emissions from our cars and trucks, while cutting down on US oil in half within the next 20 years if we take action today. Nearly one half of all Americans, that's approximately 150 million, live in areas that don't meet air standards. Passenger vehicles and heavy-duty trucks, these are one of the major sources. And these are things that we use every day. However, as with everything within the great American history, these big vehicle engines played a vital part in the early development of the United States of America. In the early World Wars, where we had our vehicles transporting our troops. We had general transportation. It's just been a big part of our, heritage. However, times have changed a bit, and we have become more environmentally aware of what the things we do and love, enjoy so much. We become aware of how it affects each and everything around us. Back then, we weren't really thinking about how people were going to live, how plants are getting hurt, how animals are getting hurt by all of this. So as we become more aware, I know that we have these vehicles in our hearts. They've been with us from the start, but it's time for a change. A lot of people are getting hurt by this and don't even know it. Climate change is happening, and over the years, it seems to get worse. Whether you're a believer of this or not, there's effects of this all. For instance, you have put a plant in your room. Just having a plant in your room includes the quality of air so much. Just like you sit in your car, close the doors. Sit in any small space, close the doors. It becomes harder and harder to breathe with every passing second. Plants take that carbon monoxide that we emit from our vehicles and turn it into oxygen for us. But even then, when there's too much, it overpowers our ecosystem and we end up failing both the plants and everything else. So my suggestion is, in conclusion, that we do try our best to move away from these vehicle engines. We're making great strides in that we're making hybrid vehicles. We're making fully electric vehicles, and now we're making them accessible to everyone at a great price or affordable price. But I believe we could still do better. The average American cannot afford an electric car, so that is not going to make it in the long run. So if we start today, we start outlawing the production of these big V8 engines. We make the engine smaller, more economical. Every step matters. And according to the International Energy Agency, with things like solar panels in the vehicles, we will greatly reduce the oil we use. And this was written on December 4th of 2007. And we have air pollution from motor vehicles. That was written by S.J. Waver, who's telling us the vast amount of pollution that happens everyday life. A change starts with you. And with that, I urge you to start, make a step, outlaw these big vehicle engines. Thank you. Have a good day.